Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today in this video we are going to be doing Super Showdown predictions. Does that excite you? Probably not, because Super Showdown has just taken a pay-per-view name from something in Australia that was last year, which I don't get. Why couldn't they just come up with something else like Crown Jewel 2? It's the best pay-per-view name ever. Just saying that, like, this pay-per-view has actually got a good song to it. I quite like all the pay-per-view songs that WWE choose, but if you search up Super Showdown, it's called When Legends Rise. That's probably because of Goldberg and The Undertaker, which I would expect Ultimate Warrior, Yokozuna, and all these massive legends, because the Saudi Arabian prince, or whatever his name is, he sits on a couch while he watches it in the arena. Well, they all do, pretty much, sitting nice leather chairs, and here I am sat on a steel chair, and it absolutely kills. So that's that. I think we should get on to the Super Showdown predictions once it loads, because I've got some new internet. For some reason, I think it might be faster. But anyway, let's get straight into this video right now. Right, okay. If it actually loads. Right, Super Showdown predictions, matches, card, location. So if you did not know, it's in Saudi Arabia. It's where Vince McMahon gets all his money from. It will people are saying, well, the WWE Network are saying that this might even be better than WrestleMania. I doubt that you'll be able to beat this year's WrestleMania. I will be watching this live, not going to actual Jeddah itself, but on the WWE Network, because I'm sad, and it's actually an alright time slot. I think it's like 6 PM or something like that. This Friday. If it gets uploaded, this video, after Friday, I'm really sorry, or during the show, at least you get my predictions, what they were or what they will be. I am filming this on the Thursday. If I can make a thumbnail, the thumbnail might not be as good as any others because I've rushed this. I just did not have time, forgot all about it because this is a terrible show. But anyway, let's get straight into the predictions. What's this? Oh right, I forgot about this rivalry. On the kickoff show, the Usos versus the Revival. I'm going to probably say the Usos. I know the Revival would probably want to get a win because it's a babyface kind of thing, and they're the good guys, in a way. I thought the Usos were good because they're helping out Roman. This whole wildcard thing is awful. That brings me on to another thing that I'll discuss at the end of the video. I'm going to go with the Usos. It sounds stupid, but seeing as the Revival are leaving the company, I don't see Vince giving them the full-on push. There's nothing for them to be pushed about, even though he should give them a good send-off and not be that terrible boss that he is. But, yeah. Lars Sullivan versus Lucha House Party. I can see Lucha House Party coming out with a victory here. Lars Sullivan is mental. I like his character in a way. He's a bit boring, but Lucha House Party for the win. You need a babyface win, so. Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. Now, I did not watch Raw or SmackDown. I cannot be bothered. I don't even watch the highlights. It's just terrible at this moment in time, because Vince keeps on changing all these things right at the last second. So they had an arm wrestle going back to the classic days of wrestling. I'm probably going to say Braun Strowman because he's the babyface, even though he punched him in the face after the arm wrestle, so I don't get that. yeah, Braun Strowman's probably going to win. Then you've got the 50-man Battle Royal, the largest ever Battle Royal in the history of history. They had the greatest Royal Rumble last year back in April. Was that okay? I don't know. On this card it says The Miz wins. I don't even know who's supposed to be in it. It doesn't even tell me. I don't get this. I might just say Mojo Rawley for a laugh, because I know he's in it. But it should be for something. That's what I think. Maybe a mid-card title, because even a world title really, because that would help the brands a lot. But let's say if their prediction is The Miz, I'm probably going to go with The Miz. There you go. There's my prediction. The Miz. I don't know why, but if it was for a championship and he was going to go and get that push, I think The Miz deserves it. So, probably wouldn't win it, like any championship, but... So what? Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon, my favourite rivalry on this whole card. I don't understand... Oh, sorry, my dogs are barking. I don't understand why they think this is the biggest rivalry on SmackDown and Raw due to this wildcard rule. It's stupid because Roman Reigns is terrible. They are shoving him down our throats just because they're using the Usos with him, which I really like. I like that kind of faction kind of thing because it's like bloodline kind of stuff. All we need is The Rock now. Shane McMahon with his little clan. Drew McIntyre. What are you doing with Drew McIntyre? He's probably going to face Roman at Stomping Grounds. Whatever that is. That next pay-per-view. I don't think that's in Saudi Arabia, but it sounds like a name that will be from there. So I'm going to go with Roman Reigns for the win. Unless they're going to do Shane McMahon and just carry on this rivalry. Which I hope not. Maybe he might do one of these another things where he slips out of his shirt or something like that and gets the win. At least we all know what Shane McMahon looks like underneath that big baggy shirt. If you were wondering, go and watch... What was the last pay-per-view? I actually can't be bothered with the WWE at the moment. It's actually terrible. What was the... Money in the Bank. There we go. Was it? Where the Miz... Oh, forget it. My favourite match on this card doesn't really mean anything to me because I've only been watching the WWE for the past 2 or 3 years. So I haven't really witnessed this firsthand, but when I've gone back looking at all the rivalries, because that's what you do, I'm just interested, and that's pretty much my life, just watching old stuff, because the new stuff is terrible. Triple H versus Randy Orton is a good match that I'm looking forward to. What are my dogs doing? Anyway, I'm going to try and end this pretty quickly because it's rambling on a lot. I'm going to say Randy Orton. Looking forward to that match a lot. It just finishes off their feud. Well, never really had a feud. Well, they did back then. But who cares? Intercontinental Championship match. Finn Balor, who is going to be the Demon, versus Andrade. I don't see the point. Why? Why do they have to announce that the Demon will be facing it? I know you could pay for the Demon because you would, and the Saudi Arabian prince would have had to give all his money to Vince McMahon because Vince McMahon absolutely hates the Demon for some reason and absolutely hates Finn Balor. So, Finn Balor for the win because I don't see Andrade picking up the Intercontinental Championship off the Demon. So, unless he can pull off a Samoa Joe. I don't get it. Then probably my second most favourite match on the card, if they do it well, the WWE Championship match. Kofi Kingston, who is the champion, versus Dolph Ziggler. I liked this thing, but not anymore. I really want Dolph Ziggler to win. I know it's not going to happen unless Big E turns on Dolph Ziggler. But Kofi Kingston's going to come out. No, wait. Big E turns on Kofi Kingston, then teams up with Dolph Ziggler to be his bodyguard again with AJ Lee. But I don't see that actually happening. So Kofi Kingston for the win. Maybe Brock Lesnar might cash in or attempt to cash in. Dolph Ziggler might save him. Big E might save him. Xavier Woods, maybe not. But anyway, next match. Loving this match. Universal Championship. Seth Rollins, who's the champion, versus Baron Corbin. People blame all the ratings on Baron Corbin. I actually like Baron Corbin myself. I don't get why. I liked his character. Don't get why he's still dressed up as a GM. But I want Baron Corbin to win, because whenever it's just Seth Rollins, you always get the lowest ratings. I absolutely hate Seth Rollins. He's terrible. Why are they blaming all the ratings on Baron Corbin or Vince? It's Seth. And this stupid wildcard rule. So I'm going to go with Seth Rollins to return. Maybe Brock Lesnar comes out and maybe Baron Corbin helps him. I don't know. Maybe Xavier... No, maybe not. Maybe not Woods. I don't think he could. So, yeah. Next. Will this be the main event? I hope it will be. It is The Undertaker versus Goldberg. I see Undertaker pulling off the win. Undertaker's probably going to wrestle about 50 more times before he retires. Goldberg's probably the last match. This feud is absolutely terrible. They've ruined it for Goldberg. It wasn't even the last segment because they put Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon right in the main event kind of spot with Drew McIntyre beating down Roman and all that jazz. So I'm gonna go with Undertaker for the win. It will just be a bunch of old men just running around in the ring. We might get Ultimate Warrior run down. But yeah, that's that. Undertaker won. Right. I hope you enjoyed that video. I said that I had one thing to talk about. There'll probably be no music at the end of this video because I'll probably not have time to actually edit it. I'll just upload it straight to YouTube. So sorry if it's like lack of no intro, no this or that. But should I do a monthly like podcast kind of thing, just where I talk and maybe get a bit of Mark or any other people that are interested to actually talk, maybe some subscribers, if you are actually interested in the WWE and you watch it on a day-to-day basis, maybe. Should I start up a podcast of the month, and then it might be about 30 minutes. You can skip through the video, you might not even want to watch the video, but I just feel like this past month of May has been the most hectic month, and it just made me think I was going to do it for May without even asking, but then just never came around to doing it. So if it's not really that interesting this month, it just seems to be carrying on. But we've had quite a bit of fun with Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, and IWGP United States Championship and all that. So I feel like this month could be better outside of the WWE. So that's all I ask. Do you want to see me do a short little podcast kind of thing where I talk? There might be no actual having to look at my awful face. It might just be listening like a radio thing, but we'll try and make it as interesting as possible. Maybe not one of these drowsy videos where I'm sat down on a chair. I might be screaming at the top of my lungs, telling Vince McMahon to get the WWE right. I thought we were the authority. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like that button. Like this video down below. Comment subscribe if you haven't already, because we're very close to 200. I keep on losing them, which is very sad. Yeah, that's that. Super Showdown will be the worst pay-per-view in history. But there we go. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.